1,000 years before the United States even existed, China was already using paper money. Long before wallets, ATMs, and credit cards, merchants in the East carried slips of printed paper that represented wealth and changed the world forever. The story begins in the Song Dynasty, around the 7th century. China was booming. Trade routes stretched thousands of miles, and markets overflowed with silk, porcelain, tea, and spices. But there was a problem. Coins, heavy, metal, and inconvenient. Merchants sometimes needed pounds of copper coins just to make a single, large purchase. Transporting them was slow, dangerous, and expensive. China needed a better system. And that's when the revolution began. Rather than hauling piles of coins, merchants started leaving their money with trusted wholesalers. In exchange, they received a written receipt, a paper certificate saying how much they deposited. Instead of carrying metal, they carried the receipt. It worked so well that by the time of the Song Dynasty, the government stepped in and made these certificates official currency. For the first time in history, money could be folded. These early notes were called jiaozi. They were printed with unique patterns, signatures, and anti-counterfeit marks. And because paper was cheap to make, China could support a rapidly growing economy more efficiently than ever before. But the same thing that made paper money powerful also made it dangerous. The government realized it could print as many notes as it wanted. More trade needed more money, and more money meant more printing. Eventually, officials printed far beyond what the economy could support. The result? One of the world's first recorded cases of runaway inflation. Paper money that once held enormous value slowly became worth less and less until people lost trust in it entirely. By the late 1200s, the Mongols under Kublai Khan tried to fix the system by creating a unified currency. For a short time, it worked. Travelers like Marco Polo wrote about this strange wealth made of paper. But without limits, even the Mongols printed too much. The currency collapsed again, and China eventually abandoned paper money for centuries. Even though China struggled to control it, the idea itself was revolutionary. The concept of lightweight, portable, government-issued paper money spread across the world, influencing the Middle East, Europe, and eventually the entire global financial system. Today's dollars, yen, euros, and even digital money all trace their origins back to this moment. The moment when humans learned that value didn't have to be heavy. It could be printed, it could be carried, it could be folded. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more fascinating tales from the history of money. Next up, the birth of banking. How the Medicis created modern finance.